Dana White goes off on the judge who scored a 10-8 round in the Grasso-Shevchenko title fight and demands an investigation takes place.
When I found out that one of the judges scored 10-8, I'm like, this guy should be fucking investigated for this. This is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. You know, there's a seminar tomorrow with the Athletic Commission on 10-8s. So hopefully they can get this cleared up, especially in title. There's so much at stake in a title fight. Championships and legacies, and you have to have the best of the best in title fights. They've assured me that this guy isn't a bad guy. He just fucked up and made a mistake, and it's unfortunate, and there's no way in hell that was a 10-8 round. You have to do the rematch. We will rematch them.
Did he not see the choke properly? Like, what do you think could have caused him to make that a 10-8?
Unfortunately, you'll probably never have the opportunity to have him sitting somewhere like this and ask him that question, because only he knows the answer to that question. Valentina gets dropped in like the second or third round. I don't remember. That's not a 10-8, but the fifth round is a 10-8.
Especially when Valentina was winning the first 3 minutes of the fifth round.
It literally makes no sense. You just don't throw 10-8s around. Third round tonight was a 10-8. When there is an absolute ass whooping and the fight could be stopped at any moment, and one fighter absolutely dominates from bell to bell, you can score it a 10-8. This whole domination, control, and all this other bullshit, it's just the biggest crock of shit of all time for a 10-8. A 10-8 is an absolute ass whooping, period. And you have to understand too, and I'm not defending anything, these people are human, they make mistakes, but this one's total bullshit. Yeah. For that to be a 10-8 round, there is no excuse for that. There is no excuse for that 10-8.
And Michael Bisping and Anthony Smith picked their winner for the Leon Edwards vs Colby Covington welterweight title fight.
Leon will be fighting against Colby either November or December, so Madison Square Garden or Las Vegas. What are your early thoughts on that fight?
Man, I favor Leon. I favor Leon, especially, you know, he's got 2 wins over Kamaru, who has 2 wins. I mean, if we do common opponent, you know, you definitely say Leon. I think that Colby does present an interesting problem, but Colby's done something doesn't happen a whole lot. He's getting better and better in between these long layoffs. So like he's going to have a lot of new shit because you know, those guys tell me that Colby's in the gym every day still.
Yeah.
Like, so you know, he's going to have a different version of him. So I think he'll make it interesting for sure. But I'm leaning Leon.
Yeah, me too. I just think, given the size, given the frame, given the takedown defense and his confidence, the momentum that he's on, I'm leaning towards Leon. Wouldn't be shocked.
And during a recent interview, Stipe said he's very confident in his upcoming fight with John Jones and says he hits a lot harder than people think. It took me a couple of fights, but after a while I just stopped caring what everyone thought. I just don't care anymore. You think I'm going to lose? Good for you. You're going to waste a lot of money now. You're going to bet against me? You're going to lose some money. Sorry for that, but on to the next. I used to be around 240-ish, and the Daniel Cormier fights I just kept losing weight. I don't know. I was eating a ton of food and just kept losing it. So we changed some things up in my camp, and I'm eating a lot more and doing the right things. I'm definitely over 240, so 245 pounds. And DC apologizes to Raul Rosas Jr. for immediately questioning him about his last fight, which he lost via a decision during his post-fight interview. Raul Rosas Jr. came back from the first time he ever lost in his career and had one of the greatest performances. He destroyed Terrence Mitchell. It was phenomenal to see, because you never know how a kid at 18 years old will respond. That being said, I feel like I didn't do him justice by bringing up the loss as the first question. I feel like I should have led with something better as opposed to how he got over the adversity. I should have been in there to uplift Raul Rosas Jr. I shouldn't have brought up his loss. For that, my bad. I shouldn't have done it. My apologies to Raul. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and see you in the next one.
So I'ma let my chest poke out just a little. I'm headed to the top, can't stop in the middle. We are on the rise, so keep watching the sky.